There's a particular kind of madness that comes with twin flame separation, a delicious, devastating paradox where every cell in your body screams, "Where are they?" while some deeper, wiser part of you whispers, "This is exactly where you need to be." You've felt it, haven't you? That electric pull, like your soul is tethered to theirs by an invisible thread that tightens with every mile between you. The kind of longing that doesn't just tug at your heart, but rewires your nervous system, turning you into a walking, talking antenna, tuned to their frequency. One minute you're scrolling through old photos, laughing at a memory, and the next you're gutted by a wave of grief so visceral it steals your breath. This agony isn't proof the connection is broken. It's proof it's working. Twin flames aren't just romantic partners. They're spiritual detonations. Their absence isn't abandonment. It's the universe holding space for you to confront everything in yourself that still believes love must be earned, chased, or suffered for. That itch to text them? That's your ego scrambling for control. The silence that follows when you don't? That's your soul stretching into its sovereignty. Imagine you're a stained glass window. Right now, it feels like someone's taken a hammer to your colors, shattering what made you beautiful. But what if the breaking is what lets the light pour through you in ways you've never seen? What if this separation isn't the end of your love story, but the prologue to a version so bold, so wildly yours, that your past self wouldn't even recognize it? You want them now. Not tomorrow, not next year, now. The ache is physical, a dull throb in your chest, a whisper in your bones that says, if only they'd call, if only they'd text, if only they'd walk through that door, right this second, everything would finally make sense. And yet, silence. The universe in its infinite wisdom, and what feels like infinite cruelty, keeps you waiting. But twin flames don't run on human schedules. You might as well try to force a sunrise or hurry a glacier. The cosmos doesn't care about your impatience. It cares about your alignment. Think of it like baking bread. You can stare at the oven all you want, beg the dough to rise faster, even turn up the heat. But all you'll get is a burnt, sad loaf. Divine timing isn't a test of your love. It's a test of your trust. And oh, how the ego hates that. But I'm ready, it wails. Why won't they just? Meanwhile, your twin flame might be knee-deep in their own karmic mud, wrestling shadows you can't see, learning lessons you don't yet understand. The separation isn't punishment, it's preparation. You wouldn't hand a toddler a Ferrari and say, "Good luck on the freeway." Similarly, the universe won't reunite you until you've both got the spiritual driver's licenses to handle the ride. Ever notice how the best things in life find you when you're not desperately chasing them? Love, opportunities, even parking spots, a minor miracle in itself. The same rule applies here. The more you fixate on when, the more you repel the very thing you crave. It's like trying to catch smoke. Clench your fist, and it slips through your fingers. Open your palm, and it swirls around you, intangible, but everywhere. So, what do you do in the meantime? Stop watching the clock. Stop dissecting their last social media post like it's the Dead Sea Scrolls. Stop asking the tarot cards the same question 17 times, hoping for a different answer. Instead, live, not as a placeholder for their return, but as the main character of your own damn story. The irony? The moment you stop needing them to complete you is often the moment the universe winks and says, "All right, fine, here they are." True reunion isn't about two halves becoming whole. It's about two wholes choosing each other. And that takes time, not your time, sacred time. So breathe, trust, and maybe, just maybe, laugh at the absurdity of it all. After all, if the universe has a sense of humor, and let's be real, it must. Have you seen platypuses? Then this agonizing wait might just be its way of saying, "Hold on, darling, the best is yet to come, and oh, you're gonna love it." You miss them. Of course you do. It's like trying to ignore the absence of a limb. Phantom sensations of their presence linger, a ghost touch on your skin, their voice echoing in the quiet moments when you're alone with your thoughts. But here's the thing about twin flame separation. It's not a punishment, it's a prescription. The universe isn't cruel, it's surgical. It knows exactly where to cut so you can heal stronger. Think of it like this. A caterpillar doesn't just wake up one day with wings. It has to dissolve into goo first. Complete, messy, chaotic disintegration before it can become something new. And right now, you're in the goo phase. Not the most glamorous metaphor, I know, but stick with me. This separation isn't about losing them, it's about finding yourself. Because the brutal, beautiful truth is this: you cannot meet your twin flame as your full self if you're still clinging to an old version of you that doesn't even fit anymore. Why does it hurt so much? Because growth requires friction. The sand irritates the oyster before it makes the pearl. The fire burns away the impurities before the gold shines. And you're being sanded down, burned clean, cracked open. Not because the universe hates you, but because it loves you too much to let you stay small. Ask yourself, what if this pain isn't a sign of something gone wrong, but something going exactly right? What if every tear, every sleepless night, every "why won't they just" is actually carving out space inside you for a love so vast it can't fit into the container of your old wounds? Let's get real for a second. If your twin flame walked through the door right now, exactly as you are today, with all your unresolved fears, your clinginess, your quiet insecurities whispering, "Don't leave me," would it even work? Or would the same old patterns play out like a scratched record, skipping back to heartbreak? The separation is here to break the cycle. It's forcing you to do the one thing you've been avoiding: fall in love with yourself first. And yeah, that's easier said than done. It's hard to romance yourself when society screams that you're only whole when someone else chooses you. But here's the magic. The more you fill your own cup, the less you'll need them to. And paradoxically, that's when they'll want to. Love is a mirror. It can only reflect back what you already are. So instead of counting the days since their last text, try this. What if this waiting period isn't empty space, but sacred ground? What if every moment of longing is actually a thread being woven into a future so bright, so aligned, that when you finally look back, you'll whisper, "Oh, that's why." You're not being abandoned, you're being upgraded. And trust me, when you finally meet again, you'll both be so unrecognizably magnificent that the reunion won't just be love, it'll be a miracle. You've felt it, that sudden, inexplicable rush of warmth in your chest when their name flashes through your mind like a shooting star. Or maybe it's the way you wake at 3 a.m., heart pounding, as if someone just whispered your name in the dark, except no one's there. These aren't coincidences. They're love letters from the unseen. Twin flames don't just communicate through texts and missed calls. They speak in the language of energy, a dialect older than words. Think of it like Wi-Fi for the soul. Just because you can't see the signal doesn't mean the connection isn't live. Your bodies may be miles apart, but your energies, they're doing the tango in some cosmic ballroom, dipping and spinning to a rhythm only the two of you can hear. Ever had a dream so vivid it lingers for days? One where their touch felt real, their voice crisp as morning air? That's not your imagination working overtime. It's a visitation. In the dream realm, where ego and distance don't exist, your souls meet freely. They might be showing you what they can't yet say aloud, or perhaps preparing you both for what's coming. And then there are the synchronicities, those wink from the universe moments. You hear your song in a random coffee shop. You open a book to the exact page that echoes your last fight. You stumble upon their childhood hometown in a documentary and burst into tears for no reason. These aren't accidents. They're breadcrumbs leading you home. The cosmos is terrible at texting, but it's a savant with signs. Here's where it gets wild. You might be feeling their emotions without realizing it. That unexplained sadness on Tuesday afternoon could be their heartache rippling across the bond. That burst of joy while you're doing laundry. Maybe they just remembered something beautiful about you. Yes, even your unmatched socks can be part of the love story. But don't obsess over decoding every feather, number, or cloud shape. Not every license plate is a divine message. Sometimes it's just a license plate. The magic lies in soft focus. Notice, but don't dissect. Trust, but don't stalk the universe for clues like a spiritual Sherlock Holmes. The bond is alive. It breathes. It evolves. And when you tune into it, not with desperation, but with playful curiosity, you'll start catching the whispers. Maybe through the way the wind carries a familiar scent, or how a stranger's laugh echoes theirs. The more you honor these subtle exchanges, the louder they become. So tonight, before you sleep, try this. Send them a thought, light as dandelion fluff. Not, why haven't you called? We've all been there. But something simpler. I'm here. I remember us. Then let it go. Because love isn't just something you hear. It's something you feel in the quietest spaces between words. And that kind of connection, no distance can touch it. If you suddenly crave their favorite food tomorrow, don't question it. Just smile and know they're thinking of you too. You still miss them. Of course you do. But let's be honest, somewhere along the way, that ache turned into a full-time job. You analyze their Instagram likes like they're hieroglyphs, holding the secrets of the universe. You replay your last conversation on loop, searching for hidden meanings like a detective in a bad noir film. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Obsession is not devotion, it's distortion. Love should expand you, not shrink your world down to a single person's whereabouts. Think of it like holding a butterfly. Clench your fist and you crush its wings. Open your palm and it might just choose to stay. Why does this happen? Because twin flame connections aren't just relationships, they're revelations. They crack you open so wide that suddenly all your old abandonment wounds start screaming for reassurance. And when that terror of loss kicks in, it's tempting to try to control the connection, to demand proof, timelines, guarantees. But the universe doesn't do guarantees. It does trust falls. Ever noticed how the harder you chase someone, the faster they run? It's not because they don't care. It's because desperation has a frequency and it vibrates wrong. You might as well be shouting love poems through a megaphone outside their window at midnight. Romantic in theory, restraining order in practice. So what's the alternative? Healthy detachment, which, let's be clear, is not indifference. It's loving them wildly while refusing to abandon yourself in the process. It's saying, I choose you, but I won't lose me. Try this experiment. For 1 week, redirect all that obsessive energy back to you. Cook the meals they loved, not to summon them, but because you deserve the joy of good food. Listen to your song, not to cry, but to dance alone in your kitchen like no one's watching, because no one is. And that's the point. When you catch yourself spiraling into what ifs, plant your feet on the ground and whisper, I am here. I am enough. The rest will follow. The paradox? The moment you stop treating their love like oxygen you might run out of is the moment you start breathing freely. And that kind of radiant self-possession, that's irresistible. Remember, true twin flames aren't found in the shadows of your anxiety. They're met in the light of your wholeness. So put down the magnifying glass. Stop stalking the universe for clues. The greatest act of faith isn't waiting for them. It's choosing yourself over and over until the waiting becomes irrelevant. And who knows? Maybe that's when they'll finally text. Probably right as you're mid-manicure, because the cosmos loves comedic timing. You've white-knuckled your way through this separation, gripping the steering wheel of destiny like you could somehow drive your way back into each other. You've bargained with the universe, made promises to the stars, maybe even tried that manifesting technique you saw on TikTok. No judgment, we've all been there. But here's the cosmic punchline. Real magic begins where control ends. Surrender isn't waving a white flag. It's opening your hands to catch miracles. Think of it like floating in the ocean. Thrash around and you'll sink. Relax and the salt water will cradle you. That ache in your chest, it's not just longing, it's the growing pains of your soul learning to trust something bigger than your fears. Why is this so damn hard? Because surrender asks you to face the scariest truth of all. You are not the architect of this love story. You're the co-author, scribbling in the margins, while the universe holds the pen. Those plot twists that feel like heartbreaks, they're just the story deepening. That silence that feels like abandonment, it's the space where destiny recalibrates. Surrender isn't passive, it's fierce. It's staring into the abyss of uncertainty and whispering, I don't know how this ends, but I choose to believe it's beautiful. It's loving someone enough to release them to their highest path, even if that path diverges from yours. And yes, that kind of love should come with a superhero cape. Try this tonight. Light a candle or just flip on your phone's flashlight. We're keeping it real. Say aloud, I release my timeline. I trust my worth isn't measured by their presence. I allow love to find me in the perfect way. Then, here's the hard part, mean it. Not as a manifestation hack, but as a declaration of sovereignty over your peace. The irony? The moment you stop treating reunion like a life raft is the moment you become unshakable. And that kind of magnetic serenity, that's what twin flames actually recognize across time and space. Not your desperation, but your wholeness. So breathe, darling. The love that's meant for you has your name written in stardust. It doesn't need to be chased, only welcomed. And when you finally stop checking the clock, that's usually when eternity winks back. You stand at the edge of a paradox, dear one, where the deepest ache of separation brushes against the quiet thrill of becoming. This journey was never just about them. It was about the seismic shift within you. Every sleepless night spent tracing constellations of what if, every silent prayer whispered into the void. They weren't wasted breaths. They were the kindling for your own rebirth. The mystics were onto something when they spoke of love as a mirror. Your twin flame isn't just a person. They're a living invitation to confront every unhealed corner of your soul. The way their absence makes you frantic, that's your inner orphan begging for reassurance. The way their silence feels like abandonment, that's your worthiness asking to be reclaimed. This separation isn't a punishment. It's the universe holding space for you to fall in love with the one person you've been running from all along, yourself. So let's make a pact, you and I. The next time you catch yourself refreshing their social media or drafting that unsent letter, pause. Place your hand over your heart and feel the steady drumbeat beneath your ribs. That rhythm? It's the only timeline that matters. The love you're aching for isn't out there somewhere. It's in here, waiting to be claimed like sunlight trapped in a diamond. And when doubt creeps in, because it will, remember, the greatest love stories aren't those where two halves find each other. They're the ones where two whole souls choose each other, not from lack, but from lavish abundance. Whether your reunion comes tomorrow or in another lifetime, this truth remains. You are already complete. Here's to the waiting, the becoming, the glorious unraveling. Here's to you, not as someone's missing piece, but as the masterpiece you've always been. The rest? Well, darling, that's just details. When they do reappear, may you be so busy thriving that you almost don't notice. Almost.